Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. We continue with subtopic 7.1 acid and base for part 3, which is salt hydrolysis. Look at example 3. Determine either NH4Cl is acidic or basic salt. So, if you want to determine the acidity of the salt or you want to determine the pH of the salt, you must starting with dissociation of the salt. Okay. Write the formula of the salt given, which is ammonium chloride. The phase of the salt is always solid. Alright, single arrow if you want to dissociate the salt in a medium water. Right, to produce its ion, which is NH4 plus and Cl minus. All the ions in aqueous phase. After you determine or write the dissociation of the salt, you have to predict what the suitable acid and base to produce this cation and this chloride ion. Okay, as I said before, all the cation is come from your base. Okay, so you have to determine what the suitable base that produce this ion. I will choose NH3 as our base because when I dissociate the base ammonia, okay, dissociate base this reversible arrow, I will produce NH4 plus and OH minus. Okay, this is base. Base that means proton acceptor. So the accept satu H will become NH4 plus. Okay, this is. So this ion is similar that we need in this equation. So this is suitable base. Right? So next, an ion, as I said before, always come from your acid. So choose the suitable acid that produce Cl minus. So I will choose HCl because when I dissociate HCl, I will produce H plus and Cl minus. This is proton donor. Alright, proton donor. So it loses this H, will become H plus and Cl minus. This ion is similar that we need in this equation. After you choose the suitable base and acid, what you have to do? You have to classify the strength of the base, either it weak or strong base. Ammonia, since it have N element and has lone pair at N nitrogen atom, so that it is weak base. Right? This is HCl. Classify its strength, either weak or strong acid. This is hydrolytic acid, which is strong acid. Okay, from here, okay, HCl is strong, so that means we conclude this ion Cl minus cannot ionize in water. Okay, because this ion is come from your strong acid. That's why I conclude cannot ionize in water. How about ammonium here? These ammoniums come from your weak base. So we conclude this ion ammonium can ionize in water. Okay, because this ion come from your weak base. Only from the weak can ionized in water, either weak base or weak acid, as long as the solution is come from, the ion is come from weak, so it can ionize in water. Okay, since you said ionize in water, you have to provide the equation. NH4 plus can ionize, that means react with water, that means can ionize in water. Okay, always a reversible arrow. So what is the product from here? Okay, back to basic. These ions come from your base here, okay, your weak base. So weak base as proton acceptor will become an H4 plus. So partner ini, okay, partner ini adalah dinamakan conjugate acid, because this is base, okay, weak base, this is base, so partner dia akan nama conjugate acid. Okay, that means dia bersifat acid. So kalau ini acid, that means dia adalah proton donor. So kalau proton donor, it less 1 H from NH4 plus will become NH3. How about this? Kalau ini dah jadi proton donor, ini akan jadi proton acceptor. So dia akan terima 1 H. We become H3, daripada 2 terima 1 H3O plus. All the ion, all the species in aqueous phase except your H2O in liquid phase. Okay. Okay. Since you look at from the equation, you produce H3O plus. Thus, since it produce, okay, H3O plus, so that NH4Cl, okay, your salt tadi is acidic or basic. Kalau H3O plus is acidic salt. So pH can we predict less than 7. Okay, this is your answer. You include the dissociation, which one the ion can ionize. If ada ionization in water, proofkan dengan equation, then conclude all this sentence. Okay, right, we go to the example number 4. Determine either KCN is acidic or basic salt. As usual, we starting with the dissociation of your salt. KCN, phase solid, single arrow. You needed water to dissociate your salt to produce its ion. What is ion? K plus and Cn minus all the ion in aqueous phase. Then recall back, all the cation is come from your base. So choose a suitable base that produce K plus. I will choose KOH, the simple one. Metal, you get this metal ion, that means you pilihlah metal hydroxide solution, because all the metal hydroxide solution is a base. So why I choose KOH? When I dissociate KOH, I will get K plus and OH minus. This ion similar with the dissociation. Okay. Next, for Cn is an ion that I said before. An ion always from acid. So pilih satu suitable acid that produce Cn minus. I will choose HCN, because when I dissociate HCN, I will get H plus and Cn minus. This is ion similar with the ion needed. Okay, after you choose the suitable acid and base, you have to classify either is weak or strong base. All the metal hydroxide here is strong base. Okay, how about HCN? Since it has carbon here, so we consider as weak acid. Okay, alright, now from here we know KOH is strong base. That means this ion K plus is come from the strong base, so automatically this K plus cannot ionize in water. Okay, because it comes from the base which is strong base. Okay, how about Cn minus? Okay, tadi kalau strong base, so that means kita conclude K plus lah sebagai cannot ionize. Kalau Cn minus, HCN ini adalah weak. Okay, so we conclude this Cn minus can ionize in water because it comes from the acid which is weak acid. The acid before, kalau dia datang daripada weak, tak kisah adalah base ataupun acid, dia boleh ionize in water. So, if you said can ionize, that means you have to prove by the equation. Cn minus can ionize, that means react with H2O, reversible arrow. Okay, so this is acid. Okay, automatically, okay, it will become your partner, become conjugate base. Kalau HCN adalah acid sebab datangnya daripada HCN, so ini adalah conjugate base. Your ion ini adalah conjugate base, Cn minus. So ini akan bersifat base. Kalau base, that means proton acceptor. So dia akan terima satu H, will become HCN. How about H2O? Dia akan bersifat sebagai acid lah. Kalau ini proton acceptor, ini akan jadi proton donor, will become OH minus. Okay, actually H ini datang daripada H2O lah. H2O hilang satu H, bagi dekat Cn, will become HCN actually. Okay, so all the ion, all the species is aqueous except your H2O phase liquid. Right, since it produce, kamu nampak dia menghasilkan OH minus di dalam equation. So OH minus, so that, okay, KCN, your salt, is acidic or basic. Kalau OH minus, basic salt. So the pH we can predict with pH greater than 7. This is your answer. Okay, include your dissociation equation, which ion can ionize, prove the equation, and conclude. That's all.